All right, welcome to the Secrets of the Mind of a Man, where we talk about how men think when it comes to dating, relationships, and love. I'm your man, KTJ. I am a men's counselor, was a men's counselor for 17 years, turned love coach. So this is the work that I do now. And check this video out. I'm doing a reaction today on this one. Woman refuses to promise to obey at the wedding. This is going to get interesting. First, I need you guys to hit that subscribe button, then hit the bell. I need y'all to like this video and help this get this word out here that we out here doing something and making something happen. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna play the whole thing through and then I'll come back and react to it. Let's go.
For richer.
For richer.
For poor.
Or poorer.
For poor.
Or poorer.
For poorer. Yeah. We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Brill made it very clear to Johnson, you cannot be broke. And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going. For work.
For richer.
Okay. All right. That is the beginning of the video. And we gotta, okay, y'all, we gotta talk about this. So here's the thing. Here's what I completely believe. And I need y'all to just listen to me for a minute. What I talk to guys about is this. When you first meet a woman, you have to establish what the relationship is going to be, how it's going to be. Now, how do you establish that? Do you come in and be like, hey, you're going to do what I tell you to do? Do you agree? No, that's not how you do it, right? And have her disagree, and then you say she's disagreeable. No, that's not how you do it. You ask her out for the date. You say, hey, will you come out on a date with me? She says, yes. From there, I tell the guys, tell her what you would like to see her wearing. Maybe color. Wear something red. Red is my favorite color, right? And she might say, well, okay, well, where are we going? You say, you know what? I'm taking you to a fine restaurant down on Peachtree Street. I'm taking you to STK on Peachtree Street, right? She already knows not to come in sneakers and yoga tights, right? She's going to wear something nice. You could even say, hey, wear a dress. I love women who wear dresses. It's feminine and it's very attractive, right? If you get to the restaurant and she comes in with a jersey on with some khakis or whatever, right? You can automatically say this is not a woman who is on going in the direction that I would like her to go in. She's not respecting my wishes, and I can see that this is not going to be a good match for the future. For us, we're not going to be a good match. Why? Because she couldn't follow the lead, right? Now, let's say she got dressed. She got her red dress on. She has her hair all done. She's looking all good, right? You bring her to the restaurant. I tell the guys, look, open the door for the woman. She meets you. Tell her specifically where to meet you. Tell her what time to meet you. Tell her where you're going to be, right? Give her all the information. She walks in the restaurant. You put your hand in the back, in her lower back, and guide her through the restaurant, right? The guy at the maitre d' says, what would you like to sit? You find a spot and say, hey, find a chair. Ask her, sit right here. You're telling her where to sit, right? Now, of course, again, this is leadership. This is not being an ogre and beating her over the head. You're just leading and guiding her through the process. That tells her you are a leader. This man, we're going to watch it again. This man did not indicate to this woman that he is a leader. Let's watch it again.
For richer.
For poor.
Or poorer.
For poor.
Or poorer.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that part. Hold on. Let me say something real quick. Let me tell you something real quick. Just for starters, there is nothing funny at a wedding. Hear me. For some of you are watching this, some of y'all never been to a wedding, right? But a wedding is like a sacred ceremony. And there is nothing funny at a wedding. If something is funny, it is awkward. Right? If you ever see somebody hee 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 ha ha ha, that means they don't take this ceremony seriously. That is an indication right there of how this is going. Let's keep going. Look, hold on. Look at that face. Look, did y'all see that face of this guy? This guy is embarrassed. Look at his face. Look at his face.
Yeah. We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling.
Look at that face.
Bria made it very clear to Johnson, you cannot be broke. And
hold on. And the pastor tried to save face because he knows. The pastor knows there's nothing funny at a wedding. And the pastor hears laughter, so he's got to like say something so it doesn't become completely awkward. That's why he jumped in and said that. Okay, let's keep going.
in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
Now he starts to laugh because of her pause. There is nothing funny about this moment. And because he makes it a joke, it becomes a joke. But he doesn't realize that the joke is going to be on him. Let's keep going.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling.
We didn't talk about that in counseling. Now, I want to give him a shout out right here, right? I want to give them a quick shout out because they actually went to counseling. Listen to me, for those who are thinking about getting married. If you desire to marry a man, ladies, if you desire to marry a man, you must go to counseling. You must have premarital counseling. Fellas, do not marry a woman without having some good, solid, extreme premarital counseling. Let me tell you why. I was getting ready to get married one time. And I was getting ready to marry this girl. She lived in a whole different state. And her pastor was going to marry us, right? And he says, before I marry anybody, they have to go through this booklet, right? It was a marriage booklet, and we had to go through it, right? She had to write her answer. It asked questions, really, and this thing asked questions that we never even covered in our conversations, right? So we had to come up, write our answers, and then bring our answers back to the session. She read, and then when we got there, he said, exchange books. And we exchanged books, and she read my answers to some of the questions, and she said, you think like that? I read her answers, and I was like, you think like that? Right? After we only made it through 3 sessions until we realized, and it was supposed to be like 8 sessions, 6 to 8 sessions. We only made it through 3. We realized we were not a good fit. And we would not have realized that had we not gone to premarital counseling. Right? So listen, you want to save yourself some problems? Save yourself some issues. Do not get married unless you have premarital counseling. Go.
Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going. For work.
Hold on. She said, I think.
Talk about that in counseling.
They didn't talk about that in counseling.
Yes, we did. So you want me to?
They're getting into a conflict. Gentlemen, they're getting into a conflict at the wedding. Your wife is getting into a conflict with you at the wedding. Your wife to be is getting into a conflict with you in front of a crowd of your family and friends. And then she's getting into a conflict with the pastor. What do you think is going to happen in this relationship? If it starts in conflict, that is an early warning sign that there will be much conflict to come. I guarantee you that. Without question, guarantee. Let's go.
To repeat that again, you want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
I think we can keep
Richard?
going. Now, before we pop off of this video, y'all, I got something else I want to show y'all. I want to show you the comments. I want to show you the comments of what people are saying on here. Look at what people have to say. The lady named Latrice, she said she ain't ready for marriage. Y'all agree or disagree? Do y'all agree or disagree? Now, this lady Jador, she said, I love women who knows their worth. Let me ask you, is this about her worth? This man actually should have called the whole thing off. This man actually should have just shut the whole wedding down and said, we are not ready to do this thing that we're signing up to do. Be honest. Michonne says he's laughing now, but will cry later. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button. We got more of this to come. Drop your comments down below. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this. I mean, am I off? Am I wrong in saying that these people are not ready for a serious relationship? Am I wrong? Because I think this is starting bad and it's going to end worse. All right. I need y'all guys to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. Till next time, peace and love. Later.